In a loading circle. Hello, everyone. We are back on the challenge field with the rookies now lined up behind us. They will be competing in the same challenge that the vets just competed in. We're going to give you a really quick recap of what that challenge looks like. Oh, I feel like the mic was just picking me up and I was like hearing myself. That was wild. Before we get kicked off, I know most of you know the drill because you were tuned in before. But for those of you joining us midway through, Cam, what are these players doing in this second tribal immunity challenge?
Yeah, so our survivors are going to be working on a survivor escape room. They will start by working to unlock 3 different locks. So they're going to run out into our challenge area. The first person is going to be doing a blind puzzle. They're feeling letters and seeing then if they can come back and solve a letter-based lock. Second person is going out to match some tiles. There'll be 3 leftover tiles, which will have a number code on them that they can come back and try the 3-number code. Then the third person is going out to do a logic puzzle, which will get them a 4-digit number, which they'll put into the 4-digit code. Once all 3 locks are unlocked, they're going to work on, the last 2 members are going to work on a paired slide puzzle. So someone will be underneath the slide puzzle looking at it, directing the other person to complete the slide puzzle. Once the slide puzzle is complete, they will get the final clue to unlock the final lock, and the first tribe that does that will win immunity.
Awesome. Let's take it around to our players so that you can see who will be competing in this challenge. This is Civil War, so we have rookies facing off against rookies.
All right, rookies, are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right, survivors ready, and go!
All right, Drew and Brad
Drew
racing
and
to
Brad.
a blind puzzle.
Going up to the first puzzle. It is a letter puzzle. They're looking for 5 letters. Both are feeling along.
Drew and Brad in
Trying to
deep
make sure they only have to do this
concentration,
once.
feeling these letters that we can see, but they cannot. They can only use their sense of touch to try and determine what these letters might be.
Both taking their time. Drew
is heading back to her lock. Brad's still really feeling, wanting to make sure perhaps that he definitely has it. Let's check on in with Drew to see if she's gotten that combination and unlocked
Brad's still working.
that first lock.
Making sure they only have to do this once.
You have to go back. You have to go back before you try anything else. You tried that combination, you have to go back before you try another one.
Okay.
All right, that looks like that was not the combination. Players only allowed to try one combo, then must head on back before trying another, so that they cannot just keep on guessing and guessing and guessing. Brad now heading out to unlock his lock. Does he have it? He spent a lot longer trying to determine what those letters were.
Heading back for a second attempt. Hopefully fixes.
Brad hunched over this lock. Does he have it? Yes, he does. Out goes Jessica. Drew still over there hoping to get that letter combo. In the meantime, Drew gets her bit first. Meg now making their way over. Jessica flying through these flipping tiles, hoping to pair them off.
Some are going to look similar, but do not match exactly. Find the 3 that stand out.
All of Jessica's tiles are now flipped over, and she is working.
Meg is making some pairs.
Meg, a little bit of a different strategy, placing some and then pairing some.
Has at least one pair down. Meg might be going a little quicker at this
in their
stage, but
hand.
it's hard to tell.
And trying to pair off as best they can. These players matching these patterns on these tiles, and most of them will have a pair.
Some of this can be luck. There's going to be 6 possible ways those numbers can go together. If you're able to get it on that first or second
Jessica
try,
lining up her pairs along the bottom of this table so she can see what she has left.
About halfway through, it looks like, for both sides. Slowing down a little bit as we try to find these last pairs.
Jessica setting a few aside, perhaps thinking... I don't know, actually. I don't know what she's thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. All right,
Can't take
Jessica
that
now
look at the
flipping
numbers.
some tiles over to look at numbers.
That's up to you.
Meg K doing the same. They both have 3 numbers, but are they correct? They
All
are
right,
now
both
running
taking their
on
three
down.
numbers.
Jessica and Meg K at their locks.
Like I said, there's 6 ways 3 numbers can go. That's assuming they got them correct.
Try all the combinations of the
On
three
this
numbers you
one, you
think are
can
right.
try all of them.
No. You can try all the combinations of the 3 numbers that you have.
Players now have their 3 numbers in their minds. They are able to shuffle and reshuffle those numbers on these
6
locks,
different ways.
hoping
these
they
can go
have
together.
the correct numbers to even solve this.
And you get lucky, and that's assuming you have them right.
All right. Both quietly concentrating, scrolling and re-scrolling those numbers,
Meg, just a reminder,
reordering
pinch
them.
the wires when you think you have it.
You got
Neither with any luck yet.
Meg K talking to themselves a little bit.
Might be a back to the drawing
Yes!
board.
And Jessica has it. Maya racing up to the challenge field, heading on to
That'll
the
be huge.
logic puzzle
Logic puzzle
tent.
is one of the more difficult aspects.
As we saw with the last competition, this took quite a while. Looks like Meg heading back to this tile table, rechecking her work. Perhaps something was not right.
Maya trying to understand the rules of the logic puzzle before diving in.
Meg flipping and unflipping some tiles here, looking for their numbers.
Like moving a few things around, maybe found the error from the first time. There's a lot of these that look like they're pairs but aren't exactly pairs.
These wood burnings are potentially very similar to each other in a few of these
There
patterns.
we go.
Meg
That's 3 new
flipped
numbers
over
for Meg.
some other tiles, now racing back to their lock to see if they have it. Maya back at the logic puzzle tent. We will join her shortly.
Meg still working on that lock. Not sure who is up next. Looks like
Meg
Kevin
trying a
is ready.
combination. It appears the lock is not unlocking, so she is trying another one.
A lot of time left in this challenge. So it's 5 of them going down. Don't give up. Community is at stake.
Meanwhile, Maya over at the logic puzzle tent in the shade.
Once you're certain you've tested all 6 combinations of your 3 numbers, you may go back and try again. So, but be certain you've tested all 6.
Meg tugging at that lock. So far, no dice. Let's head on up to the logic puzzle tent. Let's join Maya and check in with her and see what she has going on. For those of you just joining, we are midway through a second tribal immunity challenge. This time it's rookies v. rookies, Quaddy v. Sagan. And out in front for now is Sagan. Maya
With a big lead here. This logic
at the
puzzle is a
third
lot
puzzle.
of trial and error.
Meg
The
K
more
still in the
trials
second,
you
but
have,
still working, not giving up.
it's going to be a huge advantage. Meg, maybe looking to tap out. Having difficulty with that lock.
Maya using a whiteboard to try and determine what numbers she needs for a 4-digit lock combination. Has a clue sheet right here as kind of a key.
Meg able to get through.
All right, and looks like Kevin R racing up to the logic puzzle as well. Meg K did figure out that lock, so now both tribes are in this logic puzzle.
To be clear, These answer sheets are not like Wordle. They're not a placement-based answer. It just means, the green just means any of these numbers is correct.
And the red means that 3 of them are not.
Maya for Sagan facing off against Kevin R for Quaddy in this logic puzzle.
The right answer will satisfy every single clue.
Both electing to stand up instead of sit down for this challenge.
They're locked in.
They are given whiteboards and markers to do whatever they want with the logic puzzle, take notes, try and figure stuff out.
Kevin taking it all in before starting to make any notes. Maya getting some support from the team.
Alicia hunching over to also get shade in this tent.
This will take some trial and error, but once you find it, it will click. It will satisfy every clue that we have for you.
Both players seem to be kind of mouthing words to themselves, trying to work through this logic puzzle that appears to not want to be solved, as half of it just was whisked away by that wind. Now have the puzzle reset. Perhaps that little shake-up might shake something loose in one of their brains.
Yeah, sometimes rearranging it is what you need. Hit the shuffle button on connection.
Kevin now waving his hand in the air like you just don't care, or avoiding getting hit by a hornet. Who knows?
The tribe looks on anxiously. The 2 slide puzzlers getting ready. Maya crossing out numbers. Kevin taking.
Waiting in the wings are the rest of the players on this tribe. For Sagan, we have Jessica, who has already competed.
Maya. Looks like they're going to go make an attempt.
Brad, who has already competed. Maya now running back,
Lock.
hoping to have this solution to unlock MC and Kevin H to compete in this last puzzle challenge.
She's got it.
Maya has it on the first try.
Big advantage.
Kevin now
on the slide
launching
puzzle
himself
for Sagan.
under this table.
To avoid
This way.
And
tribal
MC,
council after
at
going the
top,
first
so-
time.
This down.
while they're still
We've
working
got
on their
Kevin
combination,
H on
I'm
the
just going to
ground.
pop
We've
under
got
here to give you a bird's eye view of what these players will eventually look at. Oh, okay. Just so as you can see, this is what the player laying down on the ground will be taking a look at, having to direct the player on top on how to arrange this slider puzzle. Person on top does not see these pieces and will have to just listen to what the person down below is saying. All right, I'm gonna reverse army crawl back away from this and check in with Kevin H and MC, who are on this puzzle for Sagan.
Okay, so move this over, move this down, move this over.
A lot of
This here, leave
movement
that,
from
leave
them
that there for
already.
now.
Okay.
Okay. Because that's going to have to be
Kevin
that.
solve this and get body back into this.
If you keep swiping, that works for me.
And then it's the only try. Okay. Move this over.
Okay.
Move this up. Move this up. Move this over. Move this down. Move this down. Move this over. Move this up. Move this over. Move this down.
A lot of
Move this
movement
here.
and direction from
Move this down.
Kevin
Move this over.
H and MC.
No, that's not right. Okay. It's fine.
You tell
It's
me
gotta be
hands
this one.
on
It's
when you
gotta
want
be
me to move
this one.
and
Okay.
hands off.
Move this up. Move this over. Move this over.
Kevin's still going.
Move this up. Move this over. Move this
Looks
over.
like they're communicating
This
very
over.
efficiently.
Move this down. Move this over. Move this up.
Kevin
Okay,
seems
good.
to have a plan.
Okay. This is going to be the empty one, so I need this. So that is okay. Move this over.
Right now.
Move this over. Move this up. Move this over.
Kevin feeling
Over.
early on like
Down.
he has an idea of what's going
Over.
on with this
Up.
puzzle.
Over. Over. Down. Over. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, so. Oh shit, I'm wrong. Okay, put that up.
Sagan currently has quite a commanding lead. Have
that
been at
over.
this slider puzzle for quite some
Put that up.
time.
Okay, let's
Kevin
move it
R.
in
back
this
at
here.
the
So, okay,
logic
put this
puzzle
down.
tent, still trying to get the combination for lock number 3. Not giving up.
A lot of information to take in. Like I said, it's a trial and error approach.
Actually, move this up.
It will click when you see it.
Move this down.
It'll answer all of those clues.
Move this here. Move this
Kevin
over.
H. and MC working on this slider puzzle for Sagan. Meanwhile, no movement over here for Quaddy yet. They have to wait until they are allowed to go. Molly and Dylan just waiting in the wings, maybe anxiously, maybe not, for Kevin R. to come back and release them to go. Let's check back in with Kevin R. and see how he's feeling.
Molly and Dylan hoping to have a chance.
All right, and Kevin R. now flipping over his board, hoping he has it, racing way faster than I am towards his lock. I think he's got a lot more to run for.
Please the correct one. That is the
Not it.
incorrect
He
answer,
has to
but
now reset
every
before
incorrect
trying
guess
again.
is a little bit of knowledge in itself. That helped narrow down the options he was working through.
Kevin R. now flipping his board back over, making potentially an adjustment.
Like Kevin is saying that they have the first two rows complete, their best knowledge.
Kevin R. taking a look again at his work and his board, erasing one of these digits. And away races Kevin. Let's go ahead and race after him. We will give up this shade. And no dice. Kevin is heading right on back to this tent. Let's go check in with our friends at Sagan and see how they are faring with this slider puzzle.
Hopefully getting closer each time.
This down. This here. This here. This up. No.
Kevin
Let's
H and
listen in,
MC
y'all.
haven't stopped
This one
working.
here.
They have a big lead on this slide puzzle.
Okay, that's not right. That's not right. But this does. Okay.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Mhm.
Take a deep breath with your nose.
Okay.
MC encouraging
This
their fellow
is-
counterpart, Kevin H.
Hey. Okay, so this needs to go. But then where does this one go? What is this puzzle?
What is it indeed?
If it's more squiggles.
Can you move this? Just move this one over so I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, those go together.
Okay.
So that's gonna be here. So this. Oh, that needs to be here, and that needs to go there.
Christy, it looks so hot because it is so hot.
Okay. Move this one. Move this one. Move this one.
All right, Kevin feeling like
Move
he's
this
got
one.
something
Move that,
going.
move that up. Move this one.
Quaddy cheering on Kevin
Okay.
R.
Move this
from the
over.
wings.
Move this down. Move this over. Move this over. Move that up. Move that there. Okay, that's right. This. Okay, down. Over.
Again, slowly piecing the slide
Over.
puzzle away.
Up. Over. Down. Over.
Sliding back
Up.
into it.
Over. Over. Down. Over.
Kevin appearing to be
Up.
the brains while
Over.
MC is the hands.
Check
Already
it.
calling for a
Check
check.
in.
There you go.
You can work on
There you go.
this together, but you need to stay.
And they
under.
got it.
They got
Their
it.
check was good. All
Check was
right.
good. The slide puzzle is
And
complete,
Sagan
but do
moves
not give
on.
up, Kevin. There's one final piece of this
Handle of the
challenge.
sword.
It's a hilt.
Okay.
There's time to catch up.
So
what-
Kevin and
which-
MC now
which
given
one is
some
the
clues
handle of the sword?
So
to try and
uh,
determine what
top.
this number combination
Yeah,
is.
So that's 6.
Still having to work
that's
together.
times the only piece with no black, which is this one over here.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, 6 times 35.
6 times 35.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, is 70 times 3 is 210.
Okay.
Okay, plus the wide end of the paddle, which is up here, the
Okay.
top corner. That's I think that's 17, right?
Can you guys? Oh, they can't.
No, they cannot assist.
Okay. So what is it?
It's
This one? This top corner?
Yes.
17.
Okay, so 210 plus 17
Okay.
is 227.
Yep.
Minus the bottom of the tip of the shield, which is the middle of these bottom 3.
Okay. Let me put these in here. Just so I have them here.
Mhm.
So I don't forget. Okay, which one?
The middle on the bottom row.
Kevin and MC trying to
Bottom
figure
row.
out this
Yeah, the
last
middle one.
puzzle
One?
here, Kevin.
87.
Gonna try to get
87.
this guy back into it with another
Minus
guess.
87, so that was
Kevin R
minus
has another
60.
guess for
That's
his lock
uh,
over there.
Making the
Not giving up.
adjustments, but it was
One.
incorrect
No dice.
again.
140.
Back to the drawing board for Kevin.
Kevin H and MC thinking
It's on our side.
maybe they have a
Oh, thank you.
solution. Keying it in and hoping it is right.
MC working on a guess. And it is correct.
And they got it.
Sagan
Sagan
has
takes
won
the win.
immunity. Sending Cody
And they
to
are
their
so
first
excited. They will not be
tribal
heading to
council.
a tribal council yet
Let's
again.
take a look at the puzzle. They didn't get a chance to try.
Oh, no wonder that was confusing.
There was a white piece that isn't where it went.
Okay.
All right, hugs all around on the Quaddy tribe. Let's head on over to Cam, who will be awarding the immunity.
Pretty dominant lead
challenge.
throughout that challenge. Congratulations, Sagan, on your immunity. You have avoided tribal council.
Wheels of excitement.
course.
And you'll need to nominate one person to go on a journey.
All right, a friendly reminder
MC
that
is going to go on the
once
journey for Sagan.
a tribe has won, they elect a player to go on a journey to do a mini challenge, which are hosted by Declan and live streamed by
Cody, unfortunately, I'll be seeing you at tribal council shortly. We'll give you some time to deliberate. We'll bring you into tribal council, okay?
All right, and with that, tribal challenge number 2 is complete for both the rookie side and the veteran side. We will be heading to tribal council next, first with our veterans?
Yes.
First with our veterans and then with our rookies. Cam, when can we expect to look at a tribal council sitch?
Hopefully about 15 to 20.
15 to 20 minutes. All right, sounds fabulous. We will see you back here in about 15 to 20 minutes. So keep it locked, and we will be tuning in to the tribal council for the vets, followed by tribal council for the rookies. 2 more players getting voted out of this game very shortly. We will see you in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning in.
We know who's going to tribal first or second.
You're going to go second.